All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 3 of the Opinionated Facts podcast.
Facts.
Going on.
All right, like always, we got Brad back in the building. He was out last week, out sick. Glad to know you're feeling better, bro.
Oh yeah,
That's right here.
All right, so here we go. I got my boy Toby to the left of me.
Tis a B.
All right, I got myself in the middle, George Henrys, aka George HD. All right, Brad is to the right of me.
I know.
I got Mike to the other right of me.
Mike So.
All right, let's get it, guys. First and foremost, let's hit this. It's Mother's Day today, and we want to just go out and say Happy Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
To all the
The
mothers out there. You know, it's one thing having a kid, but being a mother is another thing. We appreciate y'all. A lot of mothers are doing it on their own,
Yeah.
so you can like. There's no way you can overstate the importance of having good mothers out there.
Yeah,
So happy
definitely
Mother's
not.
Day to every one of y'all.
Definitely.
Brad might have to take off in a little bit to go celebrate Mother's Day with his mother.
Yeah,
He
definitely.
might have to leave in the middle of the show. Speaking of Mother's Day, so we respect that.
We want to send love to anybody who's lost their mother. You know, that's something very difficult. So we want to
Exactly.
send love to y'all on this day. You know, you're not forgotten at all.
Right, and last week, well, the week we're covering, it was Nurses Week. So shout out to all the nurses out there,
Oh, yeah.
lifesavers.
Like,
Shout out to the
definitely
nurses. Shout out to my mom.
Yeah. So look at that.
Exactly.
See?
It's a nice segue. So, that said, this week coming up is Mental Health Week.
Nah, the whole month. May is
The whole month?
The whole month
Oh,
of
shout
May.
out to May, the entire month.
Yeah,
My
the
bad, I
whole month of
misspoke.
May
The
is-
entire month is
Mental health.
Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yeah.
Man, we people don't understand how important mental health is,
Especially-
in our community.
Yeah, that was
So,
just
you
I
know,
was just
it's
about to
good.
say that.
I've been through I done been through some shit. You know, I've seen a therapist. You know, so that's very important when you're going through shit. Don't think you too big or you
Yeah.
crazy or
That's
whatever
real.
because you got to talk to somebody. If you got to talk to somebody, go talk to somebody.
Yeah, that's definitely real, man. It's more predominant in our community than you think it is. Like, you know, there's a lot of people who go through things and, you know, we just kind of like brush it off. Or like even, you know, in certain cultures amongst the black community, they really shun that. They don't want you to even think or speak like that. Like they want you to really believe that it's something else or like you could pray it away or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know, so it goes neglected in so many ways and then it gets, you know, just batted about. So definitely mental health awareness is something that's really, really important in our community. I'm glad that it's starting to take a stand and, you know, it's becoming more popular. You know, it's really becoming something that everyone is paying attention to and people are less ashamed about it now. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
there's nothing wrong with going and seeking help if you need to, and you know, we, especially minorities, especially black folks, foreigners, you don't have time to be depressed. You don't have time to
Too
be
strong. You know?
to have an anxiety attack. You have to go out there and get it. You have to go out there and for your survival. So you neglect when if your life is not depending on it. You say, "Oh, I'm good. I can shake it off and keep it moving." But it's all of that stuff. It builds up, and it's never. No one should ever be ashamed of seeking help. And if any one of my friends, anyone who you need to talk to somebody about something, I'm here to talk to. And yeah, just is good to take care of yourself. And
Yeah, it's always-
physically is one thing. You can look great on the outside, but what's going on upstairs might not be right. So taking care of yourself, just venting, letting it out, pick up a hobby, do some
Yeah,
boxing
you know,
or something. You want to punch
Find
it
an
out.
outlet,
You know?
like a positive outlet, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so everybody has their vices, but you know, finding like a positive balance between everything, you know, is always good for that. It's always good for the soul.
I just want to reiterate that there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I used to have anger issues when I was younger, you know, so I had to go see an anger management coach, you know, twice a week in my younger days. Hated it. You know, eventually it helped me out to keep myself under control. So,
Shout out to Mental Health Awareness Month.
Definitely.
So a few things happened this week. I saw a lot of
Monumental thing.
yeah.
Monumental.
Yeah, first episode. Actually, last episode we talked about legendary status, and we talked about what one might consider to be legendary, right?
You know.
One thing I would say you have the past week Missy Elliot, for example.
Yep.
Trailblazer. When it comes, we talked another episode. We talked about female rappers.
Yeah.
Episode 1. So
Pioneer.
everything exactly pioneering, one of the vanguards who the gatekeepers who paved the way for the Cardi B's,
Megan Thee
Stallion, Rico Nasty, all of those.
Especially like Rico Nasty, if you look at her style and the
cadence,
way
the
she
vibe,
does her videos and all that, that's Missy.
Definitely. She does emulate a little bit of Missy in there. That's true.
Yeah, Missy went and she was honored. She received an honorary doctorate
in music from Berklee University up there in Boston.
And apparently, she was the first female. She was the first female rapper to ever receive that honor.
Pioneer.
That is great. That's awesome because everything ties into each other. We talked about people receiving their flowers while they're alive. That's another thing. She's reaping benefits of the work she put in years down the road. I'm not sure if she's actively rapping as she once was, but she still is relevant.
She does shows. She still goes out. She does her shows and she does performances and things like that. You know, as far as new music, I haven't really heard too much new music from her.
She put something out a couple of years ago, like not an album, but like a track. She put a track out a couple of years ago.
I'm always interested in hearing Missy music. You know,
she's still with Timbaland.
Come on, she's like Missy and Timbaland, is like peanut butter and jelly.
It's like PB and J. You're not separating that.
You know, that's like the dopest combination right there. Like when you just think of all the music that Missy has made, like I could really pull up like Missy albums right now, and I could pull like probably 8 songs from each album right now. Like you don't just get a greatest hits by accident, you know. And then like everything that Missy did, because I love the whole like Step Up series. Everything that Missy did for that Step Up 2, whoa boy, I love that whole album. Like every single thing that she did as far as dancing, the way she embraced the dance community, the way she embraced this creative arts in general, just being creative. You know, who's gonna put on big garbage bag in a music video? The label spending money on this, and he was like, "This is what I'm gonna do. This is my idea. This is how I'm gonna embrace it. Like, watch, it's gonna be fire." Yeah. You know, who's gonna dress up like a big old bumblebee and do those kind of things? You know, like. Who's gonna give you that crazy vibe? She was like the Busta Rhymes, but on the female side, you know, and she always was thought provoking, and her music was always lyrical. Don't ever play Missy like she ain't drop some lyrics on your head top, you know.
Yeah, she could sing.
Oh, of course, she was multi-talented, bro. She could act,
sing, dance.
Yeah,
she was definitely. She's still. It's not even was. She is. It still is like a staple in the community, like you said, a vanguard, bro. I'm telling you, like I love Missy Elliot, dog. Like
people definitely respect her.
I told y'all yesterday. My girl put that that Snapchat filter on my face, and I look like Missy Elliot, bro. I'm so glad, bro. It's hilarious, bro.
Yo, that filter crazy.
Yeah, I did mine. End up looking like my little sister, which was scary. But again, shout out to Missy. What song? Which one of Missy tracks would y'all say are your favorite?
It gotta be that I Can't Stand the Rain. The I Can't Stand the Rain.
Yeah, that's super. That's super duper fly. That shit. Yeah, that's just crazy.
Yeah. And then like from later on, she had a couple tracks. She had a track with what's her name? Nelly Furtado. And then she had that. Is it worth it? Can you work it?
Work it.
Yeah.
Work it.
Because 50 was on the remix for that.
Definitely work it. That's some shit. Right
I would say that's mine. I guess that's cliche, but that's most people's favorite Missy Elliott song. That's my favorite.
I like Gossip Folks.
Yeah,
I like Gossip Folks.
No, that's dope. The track with Luda, right?
Yeah,
that's dope. That track is dope.
Yeah, definitely. Missy had her discography is dope, just in general. Like, I would like to play some Missy, but Is y'all trying to get some?
Yeah, YouTube might pull the license of the.
Oh,
the
yeah.
YouTube got all
Run
kinds
down
of
on us.
nonsense.
You gotta tell them we don't own the rights.
We don't own the
Right.
rights and
We just
all
trying to
that
show
shit.
Missy some love.
But
Miss
yeah,
Elliot, please don't sue us.
yeah. Shout out to Missy for her achievement. Hopefully that's one of many that she's gonna continue getting, because if there's one person who deserves that, it is her.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking on legends getting honors, this one is very close to home for me, very close to the heart. You know, Wu-Tang got their own district in Staten Island right now.
Yeah.
Big up Wu-Tang.
Shout out
Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang. All right. I'm telling
You
y'all,
got
that's the dopest thing ever. You know, they got the documentary dropped today.
Okay.
Like they got the little documentary. It's on Showtime, so I'm definitely going to indulge in that too.
I was hearing about that. They were speaking about like ODB and like his
Everything. It's just Wu-Tang, you know, and they got that district.
Yeah.
And it's Staten Island and it's New
the
York.
district. Is it like is that like a street or like an area?
So the understanding that I have is like it's like a street. The street stretches.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, you know, you have little blocks that cut off at a certain point, but this one kind of stretches through the hood in general. So it's like a district. And that's why we're gonna call it the Wu-Tang district. And even if it was a street, it's still the Wu-Tang district.
Yeah, that's
you know, if we're gonna talk about favorite music from the legends, you know, Cash rules everything around me. You know, the mystery of chess boxing. You know, what?
The Cash rules everything around me.
I mean, you can't. One thing is we talk about, we're called opinionated facts.
Yeah.
Right? So it's facts. You can't argue. You can't argue with the facts. It's not. And the thing is,
facts.
It's nothing wrong with liking what everybody else likes.
Yes.
You know. So it's good to be original. It's good to a free thinker, but you can still be a free thinker and like what
Everybody
what's
else.
popular, and so the whole thing, it's mainstream versus like.
I mean, look at Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang was some free thinkers. They was from the hood talking about Shaolin, like come on, man.
Exactly.
Like
to be honest, Wu-Tang is what got me into like martial arts.
Martial arts.
I'm like a big martial arts fan.
So you like the mystery of chess boxing? You like that whole vibe there?
That started me to become like watching just like martial arts movies and shit. Like,
nah, that's a fact.
See, I'm a Meth and Red fan.
You're a Meth and Red fan?
Yeah.
Ghostface.
Yeah.
Ghostface dope too.
Ghostface.
You know what my name is.
Scissor the RZA.
me personally, Raekwon the Chef.
Yeah.
It gotta be. I mean, like, come on.
Chef,
Come on. It makes sense, you know? Like, I mean, everything that everyone just said, it makes sense. But, like, for me, RZA was so, like, pivotal in that time because he was making those beats, you feel me? And, like, even just spitting, like, RZA's spitting has always been different, you know? It's like that offbeat kind of cadence. Like, he'll play with it and he'll wordplay and he'll tweak it. But I'm just, like, full circle thinker. You know, that's what RZA was. And I'm talking, like, multimedia. Like, even when you see it in The Man with the Iron Fist, like, it's just dope. Like, when RZA touch it, it's dope, you know? Even when you heard on I'm So Appalled, like, that's RZA. Like,
I know.
You feel me?
The thing is, opinionated facts, right?
Yeah.
Opinionated facts.
Right.
I respect RZA. I respect everything he does, but I can't get down with his flow. I don't like his voice, and I don't like his flow.
That's fine. You know, that's just like how my ears logically shut off when y'all talk about life. That's fine.
Hey, well,
That's fine.
But Logic, I mean, the album, though, the most recent, that shit's...
Hold on. We're not going to segue from Wu-Tang. We're going to talk about Logic.
We need like a...
Right.
Hold on, listen. Speaking of Logic, though.
It just logically doesn't make sense.
Logic did get every living Wu-Tang member
on his last album.
His last album.
Yep.
Except for ODB. Even Capadonna was on the song.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know
And here's
so
what?
we get, you know.
Okay.
And the track was dope.
Huh?
The track was
is
dope.
They're all spitting.
They all spitting?
They all spitting.
All spitting?
All spitting.
You want to know why I couldn't hear it? My ears logically turned. I'm gonna listen to the track just because Wu-Tang's on it, and y'all told me about it. I'm gonna listen to that track, but in my own time because I don't really want to waste anyone else's time or something like that.
Yeah, no, I too like. I think I mean, everybody makes music for they have their
Yeah,
of course.
target
Yeah,
audience, right?
Of course.
I'm not Logic's target audience. I don't feel that way. I don't
Yeah.
think so. There's nothing wrong. Like I said, everybody can like their own thing. Everybody
Yeah.
has what they rock with. I've taken Logic, his previous album, this album, I took it in. I've listened to it like 5 times since it dropped.
Yeah.
Right? There's nothing on that album that has struck me that
It's gold.
this here is like
Something you gonna
something
keep
I'm gonna
listening
keep
to.
playing and
It's terribly
yeah.
disappointing.
Oh no.
I think that for me with Logic, I liked the Incredible True Story. Like I didn't like his first album.
You like Under Pressure?
Nah.
What?
I didn't like you know why I didn't like Under Pressure? Because I felt like he was spitting, beats was dope, but I didn't like that corny ass cigarette analogy that he had going all through the album. That shit was corny to me. But when he came, you know why I like The Incredible True Story?
What's
Because
that?
when Logic came on The Incredible True Story, he wasn't talking about being half black, being half white. Logic was just spitting.
Yeah, that's
He was
true.
just
That's
spitting. He had dope beats and he was just spitting.
But see, I think the story that he was speaking about on Under Pressure was through the eyes of like his brother.
Mm.
That's the thing.
Perspective.
Like it was a 2-part way. Like him speaking about himself as
Yeah.
a kid and like coming up under his brother and like him rapping through the eyes of his brother. So,
And I remember that, but I mean, to me, it just wasn't, like George said, it wasn't something that
yeah.
stuck with me to say, I'm going to play this over again.
I-
And when I heard The Incredible True Story, I was like, okay, all right, maybe I judged this kid a little,
Too soon.
harshly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then when I heard it, I got stuck with it. It's still tracks
Yeah.
from The Incredible True Story that I bumped today.
Mm-hmm.
When everybody came out, I was like, okay,
So this new project though, that's what
new
it
project
sounds
is ass.
He said it.
like that.
Yeah.
Man.
Bro,
New
like,
project is ass, bro.
There's not a song on there where I'm gonna tell you, okay,
I turned it on and I turned it off. I'll be honest with you.
yeah.
You
I
like,
did.
you like,
Cause your
you
ears
the
was
other
like
side?
that. The one
So
with
I'll be
Eminem,
honest with you.
right? Mike, you already know what
I
I
mean,
You already
aside
know.
from that,
Yeah.
man, like you like the rapping it, like
I like
That
the. You know
vocals
what?
like
You know
going
what I
back
like
and
when that little freaking Slim Shady and then
Oh,
Eminem came on with and he brought out like he was like
Jigga,
Jake
jigga,
like
jigga,
Jacob
jigga,
yeah,
like
exactly
Jay-Z.
yeah exactly that shit
Real gimmicky, huh?
yeah.
Uh,
That, but
See, and Eminem,
I mean,
I
it's
never
not as
liked
good as his
him like
last.
that.
you don't like him
I
like that?
never liked him like that. I can't understand why, for the life of me, people say he the best rapper. You gonna take a white man, a corny ass white man, and make him the best rapper of our genre?
Yeah, that's true.
No.
Hey,
I mean
Hey.
let the
Hey.
thing
No.
is
I mean,
what
Eminem
Well,
builds
he's
a
older
very
before.
strong case. He builds a very strong
when they
case.
again
Yeah.
opinion
He builds
hidden
a
facts.
very
Oh,
strong
no,
case.
Opinion hidden
Boy,
facts.
You
We gotta
know,
look at the
he's
facts
nasty
also.
with it, bro.
I'm with you when I say that like he did nothing about M does it for me.
Yeah, from that
I'm-
perspective.
yeah, I'm
I
with you.
understand. I
But
understand.
we can't pass this man's achievements. If we're talking about it, for me, like hip hop is a black art.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Most of American music is black art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Majority of America, but I'm not of the mindset that a white man cannot be
Elite.
elite within hip hop. Now, for me to rate him as the greatest rapper of all time, that is something that I
That's an
can't.
opinion.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm
That's
not
an
saying
opinion.
he's not elite. I'm not saying he's not one of the greats. All I'm saying
He
is
can't be the greatest.
he's
can't be
not
great.
the greatest rapper.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And ain't
I mean,
nobody gonna tell me that he's the greatest rapper.
Listen. I will never argue that point with
Yeah, I
anyone. I've always heard that it went there and out the other.
Yes.
You know, I've always just acknowledged that he's nice. You know, he's really great at what he does. But
Yeah.
you know, one thing about music is that it has to be relatable, right? And I'm not from 8 Mile.
I'll tell you this.
You know, I don't know any other way to put that. I'm just like, and then even he's from Detroit, but doesn't even kick that kind of Detroit story that I'm hear about, or you know, can relate to, or so that's what I'm saying. But it's like when it just comes to raw talent, I can never take that from him. When
Of
it comes
course
to
not.
just spitting,
Yeah.
I can never take that from him. But like the storytelling, like my favorite Eminem song is Toy Soldiers.
Toy Soldiers is dope. I ain't gonna lie.
You feel what I'm saying? Like that's my favorite Eminem song, and it's for a reason. Like if you listen to how he spit it, what's going on? I'm like, okay, this is that shit. You know, it's relatable. So
My favorite shit is Superman.
I think with the Eminem thing, it's the consensus in like the hip hop community is always, you know, Eminem,
No, you know,
Pac, Biggie, you know, the Jay-Z, you know, just the top five. So they always throw him in there.
you know, I didn't mean to cut you off. Hip hop is a very competitive field.
Yeah.
It's a very saturated field.
Mm-hmm.
It's so you have to be doing something to be mentioned up there
exactly.
with the greats, with the legends and stuff like that. Legendary status. I think you can put him on there.
Yeah.
Is Eminem in my library that I'm listening to? Maybe one or two songs.
Yeah.
And
I can do it.
Yeah, and that's that. But putting facts where it belongs, Eminem, he's up there. If someone feels he is the greatest rapper of all times, that's an opinion.
That is an opinion.
I can hate that opinion, but the fact of the matter is, M has proven himself within hip hop. So got to give the man his credit. Yeah. And yeah, that's that. As far as Logic, bro. If you, I hope you're listening. But yeah.
I mean,
it's criticism is not about hate or anything like that. It's just.
I feel the same way.
Exactly.
Like,
you know.
Over this past few albums, like he's torn in between this black-white thing, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with being, you know,
biracial or anything like that.
You know, biracial and all of that. It's something like I like to hear Logic when he like rapping, like you know, Young Sinatra.
You want him spitting.
You know, I want him spitting.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with demanding better out of your artist. There's nothing wrong, you know, not to say your artist, so to speak, but you're a fan of the artist. So, you know, there's nothing wrong with demanding better out of him. So I can understand that for sure. You know, I'm demanding better out of a few artists. I'm about to reel off a list for y'all of some projects that's supposed to release pretty soon.
Roll it out.
You know, so I'm hearing Joey Badass, YG, Chance the Rapper, Chris Brown, Chevy Woods. Wow.
Chevy Woods.
Taylor
Gang or Die.
Chevy Woods. Hold up. The Game, Dreamville, the label. So, I'm just hearing this supposed to be a Dreamville project. I don't know to which extent, if they're all going to release something individually, kind of like what Good did. And then a Dreamville project too, but I'm hearing it's supposed to be a Dreamville project.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne, Lil Uzi Vert. Apparently he's free, so he's supposed to be able to drop something soon. Dave East, Easy dropping something. P&B Rock, he just dropped.
Trap Star Turn.
Yeah, Trap Star Turn or Pop Star. It's pretty dope. A lot of different vibes in there. I feel like he did his kind of A-side, B-side thing a little.